So there's a new survival game coming out called Rooted. Yes, another survival game that is in development by an indie studio. Now, while they've only been developing this game for about a year now, I've definitely seen the improvements on the quality that they have shown us along the way. Now, Rooted is set in 2100. You're one of a few survivors who actually survived past civilization that collapsed due to the global bacteriological warfare. They say that you'll be able to improve your living situations, build your camp, but first you must explore, but you can do this alone or with your friends. Now, you'll be able to collect scraps, objects, restore items, or even create new ones that you will learn to craft along the way. Now, I mentioned you could play this in solo or group, right? So let's dive a little bit more into that. So you can create your camp in a forest, in a village, or in downtown, and you could do this in solo or in co-op with your friends. Now, speaking about friends, you do have to worry about friendly fire because that can be a thing in Rooted because they want to have as much realism as possible. Your team or other people can join your game session whenever they want. The in-game communication system adds realism to your team's experience. And that's what I love about this. VoIP is always a fun experience, especially in survival games. Now, there's more than just friendly fire. You can also challenge other players in a PvP versions of the map with specific features that can be hosted on dedicated servers. So it looks like you can choose if you want to play solo and co-op only, or if you want to have a little bit of everything. So like all survival games, you're gonna have to hunt for food. You're gonna have to take care of your water intake and the treatment. Plus, you're gonna need to build defenses and collect plants for medicine. Now, they talk about in the early game that by discovering villages, you'll be able to collect your first objects from the past civilizations. And with that, you'll be able to repair them. To do this, you must build the workbench. It will be your crafting station. All the blueprints you know are going to be stored there, which I actually find that pretty cool. The fact that you find new blueprints, you can go back and craft something whenever you need it. Now, it even gets better. All the blueprints that you do know are going to be stored in a survival guide. Now, it does mention when you do create your workbench, new blueprints will be available. Now, they call those beginner blueprints that are going to help you understand the crafting possibilities in Rooted. Now, they do emphasize that salvaging is a major key component to Rooted. You can recover, repair, and use a lot of items from the past civilizations. And I honestly feel that is a big part of a lot of survival games. Like, that would be something, if it didn't have, I'd be very disappointed. So I am very glad to actually hear that we can go around, scavenge items, and then use those items to improve our camp, improve our weapons, or maybe they'll even allow us to trade some of these. Now, the team has been very transparent, showing us motion capture, showing us a lot of the behind the scenes on just editing simple items from movement to backpack items and how they want everything to look in game. Now, not too long ago, this team started a Kickstarter program for this game and raised over $120,000 to actually continue improving this game and give people early access to this game when it does go live. Now, they do have an alpha that they announced that will be live tomorrow, and some of those people who are part of the founders will have access to this along with people who registered on their website to help test it. They did really want to emphasize that this is more of a technical test. So if you're going into this just to experience a full game, you're going to be disappointed. But if you're going in this to help them understand areas that they need to improve, well, then they would love to have you on the team. But remember, they said if you're just going in it to try to experience what this game will truly have to offer when it does release, just wait for the beta, because that will be more of a complete experience than what everybody who's going to be playing this alpha will feel. Now, I'll tell you, I've been very hesitant with any developers after whatever happened with the Day Before. Day Before was one of those games that I gave the benefit of doubt over and over and over. And who knows if that game will ever release. But with Rooted, they actually showed us a lot more. Now, while this game is still in early development, it definitely has shown us 3 times, 4 times, 5 times as much as what the Day Before has shown us. A lot more behind the scenes and a lot less rendered video. So I'm glad to see a developer took notes from what happened with the day before. So I appreciate how transparent they've been with us, and I hope this team succeeds. So far, what I've seen has been something that I could see myself diving into. I could see my friends wanting to dive into it, and the fact that they said that they're gonna have solo co-op for players who don't want PvP, hey, that's a good thing. And then the players who do want PvP, they said there'll be dedicated servers or areas for that. So a little bit of everything for everybody. I wanna know, what do you guys think about what you saw in this video? Have you guys heard about this game, or is this the first time you've heard anything about the game Rooted? This survival game definitely has me looking forward to it, and I have no expectations other than let's see what they can provide. Let's see how the alpha goes, and hopefully the players that are playing it give great feedback, so when we do get a beta that all of us can play, it's even better. And that's all we can really hope for. This game is now on my radar, so if I get any new news or if I get any type of new gameplay, I'll start to cover it on this channel. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing, but again, it is pre-alpha, so they still have a long way to go. I wouldn't expect this game to come out until probably next year at the earliest, well, open beta at the earliest, so probably 2024. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, is I'm gonna wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. A new game on our radar is always a great thing to have. Hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.